Hello, now we're back. So we just logged in, so we might as well chop some logs. Yes, because this is where we ended the last hour. Last hour we were just sitting here chopping trees, because willows were the best experience. And then we got fire making to level 45, just because then we could just pretty much burn maple logs. There's no point to burn willow logs anymore. So essentially, if we wanted to power level wood cutting, we'd pretty much just stay at willows until level 60 at least, I think. Unless there's something else to do. Maybe we'll just get to 46 wood cutting, and then we'll go bank the logs. And then we were just gonna do smithing. We were thinking about it. Like, we could go do rune crafting at the place. Could probably get level 60 rune crafting in like an hour or something, maybe 2 hours. We're not sure how fast it would be, but rune crafting is probably pretty quick. So, still double experience for 37 more hours. That's a lot of hours. We haven't even reached the halfway point yet. I think we've reached the 12-hour point almost. What, 876? This is the 11th hour. Oh, the 12th hour will be pretty soon. Or is this the 12th hour? We're not 100% sure anymore. It's been 11 hours. This is the 12th hour. Alright. So that means our character's going to be like 12 hours old. It means we have like 12 hours game time. We chopped a log. Might as well just chop one more tree before we go, and then just deposit all into the deposit box. Maybe we could just sell the willow logs, or we could just fletch with them or something. It's taking a lot longer to get that log than we were hoping for. So we got the log. Then we just home teleport to Falador. Then we could just do everything in the Artisans Guild. We're thinking maybe Lumbridge. Lumbridge is pretty close to the bank. The furnace is literally right there. But at the Artisans Guild we could do everything else as well. We didn't pick up the silver. We picked up coal instead of silver. We should have picked up silver ore. Instead of coal. So if we go to the south here, pretty much go to the bank, pick up our coal, and then I don't know if we're going to use it for anything. We're not going to be making steel bars, we're not going to be making mithril bars. Right, making iron bars would be where all the money is. I mean, we bought the bars, we bought some mithril and adamant and everything else. So we go take out his note, take all the 400 coal that we don't need, so that's all the ores. So let's just check, we made mithril weapons, right? Yes. So we need to make adamant weapons. There is a bank in the Artisans Guild here too. Essentially, if we go deposit all into the metal furnace, then if we smelt on the furnace, we could say, holy jeez, 2,200 in iron ores, even after we sold all of those. So we should be pretty good at making iron bars. So you managed to make one extra bar. That's pretty much like we make 1,000 for free. And then each bar that we make is what, like, I don't know, like 700, so like 300 profit for each bar. 300 profit with a chance to make a 1k profit. And then the profit goes up when you make rune bars, I believe. Yeah, it does, because you have a chance to get a free rune bar, and then rune bars are like 2k. So basically, iron seems to be the best thing to do. Mithril bars are worth like 650, steel bars are worth like 650, iron bars are worth like 1,000. Essentially, we're gonna do that. I think you might get slightly more experience for the other things, but we do need to get some more money here. Essentially, this episode's gonna be the smithing episode. We're just gonna sit here, smelt all of these iron bars, then we'll have over 2 million gold. So, what are we doing? We're turning 700k into 2 million gold? Is that it? 700k into 2 million gold? Oh no, 700k into 1 million gold. Alright, yes, because it takes 2 ores to make 1 bar. That's right. That's it. That's exactly right. So if we did want to power train smithing, we would just do mithril and steel, I guess. We'd just do like mithril plate bodies, right? Or we'd just make arrowheads. We're not 100% sure, but if we deposit here and then click here, hit the space bar, we're gonna make more iron bars. Maybe we'll come back later. So this is 5 minutes into the hour. Which we did a bit of wood cutting, got the 46 wood cutting level, and then we came here to use all of those iron ores that we mined that we didn't sell beforehand to buy things. And then we could do fletching. We could definitely do fletching. We're just gonna have to figure out if we need arrow tips. Do we need steel arrow tips? I think that's why we bought the coal, because we thought we might need some steel arrow tips when we were making the headless arrows. We're only level 5 fletching. Like level 15 to make iron arrows, 30 to make steel, 45 to make mithril arrows, 60 to make adamant arrows, 75 to make rune arrows. So let's just deposit here. That's pretty much what we're doing. We'll come back when we gain some levels or whatever. It's been a lot of time. Right now, we're level 32 smithing. Alright, hello, we're back. So we're just about to deposit everything. Deposit all, and then we click here, hit the space bar. We're basically done making all these. We could only make 20 more. So if you look in the chat history, you can see we get a whole bunch of them. We get like 5, we get 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2. We only get 2 and 1 on those ones. Usually it's like 3 to 5. So usually an extra 3 to 5k per inventory. Plus all the other stuff we made. So I imagine we probably made over 500k. We did make some steel bars. We did make some steel bars because we probably, yeah, we are going to make some steel arrowheads. We were thinking about it, we're like, we probably shouldn't make steel arrowheads, but then we probably should. So is there anything else we can make? We make mithril bars. Let's just make 7 mithril bars. Just the tournament of bars. So this experience would be twice as much. We were getting like 4 experience, now we're getting 10 experience. Although the profit would be smaller, and we might not be getting duplicates or free bars. So if we go heat at the forge, or we can just go smith at the anvil. Let's just smith at the anvil. Let's just start with steel. Let's go with steel. Let's just make a whole bunch of steel arrowheads. So it's not going to make us a bunch of money, but they should be AFK. Yes, they should be AFK. And that'll give us 10 experience. 10 experience for each tick. And we'll have to do things less. We just have to open smithing interface, hit spacebar, smithing interface, spacebar. We could make plate bodies, but we do need these for fletching. Essentially, as soon as we get to level 30 fletching, then we just make steel arrows, and then we're gonna make mithril arrows, and then adamant arrows. Essentially, we could make our own arrowheads for a little bit. It did take a lot of time, right? Maybe it took like, what, 30 to 40 minutes in between there? Because we did arrive here a bit later, because we did start at wood cutting and we did finish there for a bit, so maybe like 35 minutes. 35 minutes, we made over 1,000 bars. We smelted over 1,000 bars. Amazing. Oh, and level up, 35. So considering before we were getting like 4 experience ticks, 10 experience ticks is crazy. And then once we start moving up to plate bodies and up to mithril and everything, then it'll go even crazier. Open smithing interface space. Let's just kill a whole bunch of steel arrowheads and then a bunch of mithril arrowheads. How many should we need? Not sure how many arrows we need. We'd have to go from level 30 all the way to level 45 just on steel arrows. I guess the headless arrows would give us a whole lot of experience too. Oh geez, yeah, we only have 480 experience each time we make headless arrows. That's gonna give us 30 experience each tick. We what, 60 times 30? Usually it's only half this much. 1,800 experience for each time we make 60 stacks of arrow shafts. And we're making profit each time. I think it was like what, 300 profit each time you feather them. That's if you buy them from the Grand Exchange. If you buy them from these stores, maybe you can make a little bit more profit. So the experience is going up a little bit, but it still seems pretty slow, right? Maybe we'll just make like 1,000 steel arrows. And then do we just go steel plate bodies or mithril plate bodies? Maybe we do need a lot of steel arrows. much experience that they give. Regardless, however much experience they give, it's going to be a lot. So maybe we should end this clip or something. We just came here because we finished smithing all those, and then we're going to be working on something else. I think we're maybe just making steel arrowheads for the first little bit. Power leveling smithing isn't too important. We do get the adamant rune arrows, like level 40. We could just get those by making these. But then we could just power straight to adamant and then just make adamant arrowheads and then just sell the adamant arrowheads and then buy these. But then pretty sure we couldn't find them on the Grand Exchange for the prices we wanted. Pretty sure they were way above what the Grand Exchange recommended. Well, that was when we checked them, like when our last playthrough was. We don't know when that was. Quite a while ago. Alright, here's level 36 smithing. So create mithril items at maximum heat. The main thing is that we don't have to heat mithril items at the forge. We can just right click smith anvil and then create the mithril items. So we could make mithril arrowheads, or we could just make the plate body. Maybe we'll just make arrowheads for this hour, and then next hour maybe we'll just make plate bodies or something. We'll just get a few arrowheads in stock. We'll have like 1575 steel arrows, and then whatever mithril arrows we could make in the 13 minutes. So if we're just smithing these, that'd be a whole bunch of fletching experience saved up. Smithing interface. Mithril, we'll just make mithril arrowheads. We could make mithril plate bodies. Right, mithril plate bodies would be much faster experience if we base them up to +2 and +3. Yeah, it would be so much faster experience. Although that's alright. That's alright. We're basically getting smithing experience all the same, and we're getting fletching experience in a way. So let's wait for that other arrowheads down there to make as well. Everything will be caught up. And then we'll just make mithril arrowheads for 12 minutes maybe. So we just space. All the mithril arrowheads. To all use them, right, we just have to essentially sell all of those iron bars that we made, and then just go buy feathers and arrow shafts with them, and then just power train fletching. And then when fletching's trained, then we don't have to worry about that. Then we can just power train smithing all we want. Hello, we're back again. So this is the final 2 minutes of the hour. So it says 36 hours left. Essentially, we're just going to make as many mithril arrowheads as we can. Then we're going to use them to train fletching a bit. And then we're going to be able to work on adamant arrowheads pretty soon. And then maybe adamant plate bodies. Well, we were going to make mithril plate bodies. Pretty much we were just going to log out once it said 36. And then we were going to take a short break. Not too long. Won't be too long. We just need to go get a drink and everything. Maybe clean up the desk a bit here. And then come back. And then just make mithril plate bodies. So we're just still doing arrowheads for the last bit. So then this hour, mostly we just made iron bars, and then that would give us some extra buying money to level up our other skills. Maybe we could level up crafting. All we need to do is buy a whole bunch of silver ore and then just turn them into silver bars. Because essentially, looking at the prices, we know silver ore is worth like 60, silver bars are worth like 600. So it's like 10 times the cost. Is it worth it just making like 500 silver ores and 2 silver bars to save like 300k? Probably. Save like 250k. Like what? Wouldn't even take like 30 minutes. It'd be less than 30 minutes to smelt them all. Maybe like 30 minutes to make them all or something. So it's like 30 seconds left. We're just gonna make this arrowhead and then probably log out. Got to level 38 smithing, almost level 39. So we're almost masters at mithril. Once we're masters at mithril, maybe should we just stay here and make plate bodies? It's just the heat is gonna bother us. We were thinking of getting the fire making up. If we do that, then I'm not sure. Yeah, because then we'd have to run back. There's travel time in between. But there's 36. Let's log out.